Alright, welcome back to Sonic Heroes, where we are finally back in the enjoyable levels. This is Frog Forest, a very chill level. Not really too much to complain about here. It's a cool looking level, the gimmick in this level is pretty cool, and we have fun here. Very nice, as I said, chill music. So there's these big frogs, which are almost certainly Froggy's character model, just enlarged. And when they see you, they make it rain, which can cause vines to appear, platforms for you to get on top of, and all kinds of really nice things. One of the few levels that I really liked in the Chaotix story is that you have to do, I think it's this level or the second level, you have to do it without the frogs seeing you, which I think is pretty cool, because SBO actually has the ability to turn invincible. You do the same tornado attack that Sonic does, but at the end of it he turns invisible, because he's using his camouflage. And you can just run through the level. There's one of the last levels too, you also have to do that, where you have to avoid being seen, which I think is cool, honestly. It's a different way to play the game. Some of the Chaotix levels can go really well, and can actually be quicker than like Team Rose levels. At their worst, they can be like 20 minutes long, which should not be happening. I'm just gonna put that out there. I do not think that a Sonic the Hedgehog level should be 20 minutes long, ever. Unless it's a completely different style. If it's speed gameplay, it should never be 20 minutes long. You know, like Werehog, I mean, I'm still gonna say I don't think the Werehog should be 20 minutes long, but at least that makes a little bit more sense, because that's a little bit slower. But speed levels, shouldn't be that long. I'm just gonna say.
Got it. Yeah.
Must be my lucky day.
We got a 1-up, yay! I definitely needed that. I definitely don't have like 15 of them already. And yeah, this is what I said in the first or second video, that it feels very much like a classic Sonic game where we were just in a rail canyon, now we're in a frog forest, and then the next level we're going to be in a haunted mansion, and then we're going to be, you know, it just doesn't really make sense. It just feels like they made the levels first, then designed everything around it, which is fine if you want to do that. I just personally really loved the way that Sonic Adventure 2 did it, where it's clear that the levels have a story significance, and that you're there for a reason, not just because they made this level and they have to make it fit into the story somehow. It's the other way around. Whereas this one clearly don't care. Sometimes I couldn't get the frogs to see me, so I went like directly up in front of them, which is kind of annoying and breaks up the pace of this quite considerably.
Really steep here. Be careful.
Let's go.
Yeah, I didn't feel good about that one. I was probably gonna die there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
Let's go. Yay.
Yeah, it's a cool level. Don't really have much to say about it. This is the thing that, like, there's no chance in hell that I would ever do any of the other stories. I would never record any of the other ones.
Hang on. This flower's heading straight for that mushroom.
I was thinking years ago that I wanted to do Team Sonic with me playing as Sonic, my friend Hank playing as Knuckles, and then another friend playing as Tails. And I think that would have been cool. It would have been fun to see how chaotic that could have gotten. You know, it's just switching the controller off each person as we needed them. But that never happened. Obviously, I haven't in-person recorded anything with anyone in a while because of COVID, but so that would be impossible to do now. But, you know, Hank and I are still playing stuff online.
Here we go.
Woohoo! Wow, my head.
Look at that, look how fast you go. The game go fast. I like when the Blue Hedgehog go fast. He yelled at the man with the mustache, and he run real fast. That's when I like this little blue fella.
Keeps growing. Let's try grinding on it.
So this scares me every single time I do it. This is growing along as you're grinding through it. And I always feel like if I keep pressing the B button to make myself go faster, I'm going to outrun the vine itself. So I just kind of take it easy. I swear I have had at times where I do go faster than the vine. I don't know how frequent that is. It's probably like a bug. It like happens half the time maybe. So I like to take it easy.
That was tight.
So this one is still a pretty good level.
Sure it's
I think
safe
it's a
around
little
here?
bit too long. The last level was pretty good. That was like a 5-minute level. And they introduced a brand new enemy type. This guy takes way too long to kill. So almost entirely every time we see one of these guys, I'm going to use the Team Blast glitch
Leave it to me.
and just get them out of here. Get them the hell out of here. Blast away! That was my impression of the Team Blast. As this is going on, this is gonna get crazier. I already feel like I'm losing my grip. But yeah, I completely didn't even finish my thought. The reason I brought up me playing this with another person was because if I were to play through Team Sonic and then like someone else and then someone else, I would run out of things to say. There's nothing I could say. I'm already running out of things to say in Team Sonic.
Robot has protective spikes. Timing is
Could you imagine if I did Team Dark, which is basically the same thing, just vaguely harder? At least Team Chaotix, I might have something different to say.
Here we go. Level up. Yes.
Okay.
Hey, there's that black frog again.
Wow, you can't say that. Discriminating against those Have you been hanging out with Amy?
Leave it to me.
Amy said that all the time in Sonic Adventure 2. She was like, that black hedgehog. Now we're all talking about these black frogs. Guys, get a grip.
Let's go.
And then everyone starts saying it in Shadow the Hedgehog. They're like, those black aliens. Calm down, guys. Stop hanging out with Amy. She's a bad influence. But yeah, that was funny. After just coming off of the
Yes, we are.
Let's Play of Sonic Adventure 2 was exactly when I recorded this. I did it directly afterwards. And I started with Team Rose, as I said, so when I got to this level and Amy started saying, you know, these black frogs, I was like, Jesus, I was just making a joke in Sonic Adventure 2, but maybe there is something to it. I'm still making a joke, don't jump down my throat. I know it's a kid's game, the characters aren't actually racist. This isn't Harry Potter.
Here we go.
So yeah, once again,
Did you guys hear a
if you missed it the first time, the way you do the Team Blast glitch is you switch to Tails, and at least on the GameCube version, I don't know what the buttons would be on the others, but you press the Y button and the B buttons at the exact same time. That was really cool that happened. Thank you, game. Really appreciate it.
It's really steep here. Be careful.
But yeah, you just keep doing that, and eventually, I don't know what the like
Leave it to me.
physics behind this is. Like, I don't know what's causing this to happen exactly. Like, you can see it causes like an entirely new animation and noise to happen. I don't know what's going on. Like, there's some glitches that are like, oh yeah, that makes sense that that's happening. This one I don't understand at all,
Here we go.
if I'm being 100% truthful.
Did you guys hear a croak?
Yeah, this is definitely the game where I feel like it's a lot more unfair sometimes. You know, they really started to kind of... The quality control has gone down a little bit. And did someone just say those fruits? Guys, what are we doing here? This is definitely where the kind of I don't know. It's obviously not as bad as it will get in 06, but
There's that black frog
it's still not fantastic. Yeah, it's technically a more playable game than 06, but there are times where I would rather be playing 06. Because at least 06 is, like, interestingly bad. That's a fascinating game to play because of how every single thing in that game works so poorly.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Yeah, there's kind of a rhythm you have to get to doing this glitch, because sometimes you'll see Knuckles just attack nothing. That's because I'm not getting the attack to come out properly. But once you get the rhythm of it down, you're probably pretty good. But I feel like it's got like a 90% success rate of actually getting the attack to come out.
No problem. Piece of cake.
Yeah, piece of cake. I always think of that for some reason, that Vinesauce Duke Nukem glitch that he had happen, where Duke just kept saying, "Yeah, piece of cake. Yeah, piece of cake," whenever I think of the phrase piece of cake. And that's actually appropriate that someone said that in this game, because Duke Nukem voices Big the Cat. So there you go.
Here we go.
Yeah, piece of cake. I apologize. I won't do that again.
Look, there's that flower again.
Should we use it to
You got it, guys. I know how to use the flowers. You don't have to say every single time. This is the game that introduced modern video gaming, like tropes of
Leave it to me.
the people making the game assume you're too dumb to understand what's going on. So the characters are constantly speaking and constantly telling you what to do. I know Horizon just came out, and there's literally a toggle in the menu to turn that off, which is insane. Just don't do it in the first place. Treat your players like they're actual, like, human beings and not completely brain dead. And I love all the people complaining about Horizon versus Elden Ring, and how Elden Ring is like such a much more interestingly developed open world than Horizon, which is just like ticking off boxes of like, okay, you got that collectible, and then you got that one, then you got that one too. And it's like, no, Elden Ring is like kind of like Breath of the Wild, where you can just go anywhere and find something, and it's not necessarily marked on the map. I think that's
Let's go.
the best way to do an open world, but I'm talking about nonsense in a Sonic video, because I've run out of things to say. Yeah, you're always going to want to use Tails for those. I mean, I think you have to, but in terms of like platforming over pits and instant kill planes, you're always going to want to use Tails, because he can, if something goes wrong, you can fix it.
Let's leave it to Sonic.
I always get very nervous doing that, because I think I'm either going to like fly off the edge, or I'm going to accidentally do the rocket excel or something. You just got to be careful. Again, taking it slow, because I absolutely do not want to run off the edge of this by accident. This is probably in my top 3 levels of the game. I really love,
There's that
I don't know, there are a lot of good levels in this game. Like, really thinking about it, there are a lot of very fantastic levels in this game. That is why you don't want to use Tails there. I left that in, and I didn't restart the level because I did want to show that, yeah, sometimes Tails is bad, because you need to rapidly press the A button to get off of those vines. And when you're playing as Tails, that means you're going to enter flight mode, and it's just not good. So make sure you were playing as Sonic or Knuckles in that respect. And that's really cool. The game is so slippery, you just fly right off. Again, if this was Sonic Adventure 2, I probably would have restarted the level and re-recorded it. But sometimes you just gotta show like what the game is giving you here. I'm trying to be fair to this game, but sometimes there's just nonsense that happens. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, there are quite a lot of good levels in this game when you really think about it. It's really only the casino level and the sky level Now we have the alligator from Resident Evil 2 is back, and he's chasing us again. I thought we blew this guy up. Yeah, you want to, as soon as you reach the peak of the vine, you want to press the A button to jump off. And that is why you don't want to use Tails. I'm sure Knuckles is fine too, but I almost always just use Sonic.
That was close.
That was close. I really appreciate that a lot of the mushrooms in this level use the same noise from Sonic 3. I really enjoy that a lot. It's very nice. It's very nice to see. What was the rank on that one? Probably bad because I died a bunch at the end. Yep, E.
Not my day.
E for enjoyable level.
Look, it's that hedgehog.
Wonder what the big rush is all about.
That blue hedgehog again of all places.
My way in making trouble.
I'll make you eat those words.
Sonic!
Talk about being stubborn and full of surprises.
Long time no see, boys. Too bad you had to come all this way for nothing. We'll take it from here.
What'd you say?
Sensors locked on Eggman. Non-compliant intruders will be destroyed.
Didn't you know? We have a date with Eggman too.
Is that so? Well then, it'll be a date to die for.
Hey, that's my line.
Even as a kid, I knew this was kind of messed up. I knew that Shadow shouldn't have come back. I agree. Even replaying Sonic Adventure 2 now, his arc has such a good ending, and I wish he had stayed dead. But I'm going to make sure he is dead for good this time by Tornado attacking him off of the cliff. And that will be the end of this rival battle, because these are just hilariously easy.
Yes.
But that's it for this one, and I'll see you next time.
Hey guys, chill out.